Greetings, today is December the 30th, 2020. It's very nearly the end of the year. You have not seen me do a host segment for the Summer of '89 playlist in quite some time. But I have been adding a couple of videos this year. October the 25th, I restored the Oprah Winfrey episode. Now on the Blu-ray, they'd actually taken a few things out. And I had wanted to put those missing pieces back in, so I did a little restoration of it. And one of the things that got deleted off of it was a woman that gets up, claims she's Ernie Hudson's sister, and then nothing is made out of it. Ernie basically says, well, I don't even want to ask. And then Oprah quickly asks somebody else a question. And it's just bizarre. Was she someone that thought she was his sister? Was she crazy or something? His family is actually just like a couple of rows ahead of there, because when one of them stands up and kind of says something smart alecky to Bill Murray, Ernie defends it and says that, that's my cousin. So his family's really there. Bill's family's there. Harold's family's there. They've all got folks in the Chicago area that came to that taping. What's weird about this one woman that they had to take her out? I'm working on a completely different project at the moment. I'm looking up stuff about John Candy. And I was looking through photos of John Candy and Bill Murray circa 1973 when they appeared on the Chicago Second City stage together. And in my searches, I saw this other photo and I'm like, well, that's not going to be useful because that's Chris Farley and Joel Murray. Who's that? Who else is that? It looks like the guy from Groundhog Day. So I click on it, it expands, and sure enough, there's Tim Meadows from SNL, Chris Farley, Joel, the guy from Groundhog Day. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's David Pasquesi. I'm not sure exactly how to say it. And smack dab in the middle of the photo is a face that jumps out at me, and I'm like, that's the woman that claimed she was Ernie Hudson's sister. So looking at the caption of the photo, her name is Judith Scott. And sure enough, she was a member of Second City as well. In fact, that whole row that she was sitting on, and I didn't really catch this at the time, is the Second City folks. Oprah even says so later in the episodes.
Right there.
So on the outside, the aisle seat, you got David Pasquesi, you've got Joel Murray. There's another woman that's in this group photo too. I think her name is Holly Wortell, Judith Scott, and Chris Farley sitting right next to her. So, I don't know, maybe she just was making a joke. Maybe she was making a joke about the fact that everyone else on the stage seemed to have family in the audience, or Joel, her buddy from Second City, sitting down there. So she was kind of ribbing at Joel a little bit, and saying, hey, Ernie, I'm your sister. You know what? I don't know. It just seems like a really bizarre joke. But once you look at that, once you know that she's with the Second City folks and you rewatch that excised clip, you can kind of almost watch the people sitting on either side of her stifling a laugh that they think this is much funnier than the rest of the audience thinks.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let Ernie know that we're related. You're actually my brother. I didn't think you recognized me here in the audience. I just want to say hi and...
Oh, hi. I'm afraid to ask.
Okay.
Anyway, I just thought that was interesting and worthy of putting into the Summer of '89 playlist. Is Ernie Hudson's fake sister was Second City's Judith Scott. Thank you for watching. You got David Pasquesi, you've got Joel Murray. There's another woman that's in this group photo too. We think her name is Holly Wortell, or I don't know why I said we. It's the royal we. I think her name is Holly Wortell, Judith Scott, and Chris Farley sitting right next to her.